Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Family life here in Pakistan and maybe elsewhere has become very complicated. And why? Because obviously, from the very first step of getting married to raising the children, and most importantly, you know, what these children will be seen doing once they grow up, training our children and whatever sort of input these children are getting either from the society or from the educational institutions, from the social media, that is something really not so desirable. Maybe it was never such a desirable thing, even in the previous decades, too. But the things are getting more and more complicated with the passage of time, maybe because of the arrival of the social media, maybe because of what's going on, you know, in the streets of the country. It was often said that the children belonging to the poor families, are more prone to getting the bad habits. But as far our elite class is concerned, as for the upper class and the elite class in Pakistan is concerned, maybe their children are not better in any way. Go to the higher level educational institutions, go to the higher level of educational institutes, universities, private colleges, and the colleges meant for the elite class, which are quite expensive. The things are not so desirable at all. Drugs are being freely used in the educational institutes. The poors, the children of the poors, I agree that they are quite prone to the bad habits, quite prone to adopting the bad habits. But as for the upper class or the elite class is concerned, since they get a good amount of money from their parents and the freedom too, the good amount of the money they get from the parents, they have got a vehicle which is filled with the fuel, party culture. All of that is doing the hell with the society and with the younger folks in the country. I think that there is a clause here in Pakistan with abundance of easy money. There is a clause here in Pakistan with the abundance of easy money, and this easy money, once transferred and given to the children, to the younger folks, they have to do the party with this money. And maybe now, in many of the parties of the younger folks, drugs are being freely used. They have the power to buy the drugs, they do have the money to purchase these narcotics, and maybe it is becoming a fashion to use certain drugs in the educational institutes. It is a very undesirable situation, and you might have heard and seen the video as well. That was an English medium school, college, where two, three girls are beating a class fellow of theirs, violently beating, abusing, saying the very obscene and dirty word sentences against that the girl beneath their knees. This is why, because he has made a video of them smoking the drugs, smoking the narcotic filled cigarettes. That is the situation here in our country, unfortunately. We need to understand, we need to know what is going on here in Pakistan and what needs to be corrected, what needs to be taken notice of by the parents, because the parents are primarily responsible. Not only the parents, but the educational institutes, the private colleges, the state run universities. Maybe a kind of drug culture is developing over there, and the college university administration does not pay much of the attention to it, although it is more important even than educating the children or teaching the syllabus. Does not mean that the teaching is unimportant. That is quite important, and that is the basic and the primary purpose. Parents pay that much of the money, astronomical fees to these institutes, but as for this training of those students is concerned, maintaining a disciplinary situation in those institutes is concerned, it is not any way lesser important at all as compared to importing the education is concerned, as compared to passing of the examinations is concerned, as compared to the obtainment of the degrees are concerned. This is not any way lesser important than that at all. So dear friends, I think that the awareness is should be raised amongst the parents, that if at all you are paying a very good amount of money, you need to bound, you need to insist, you need to insist to these educational institutes that although education is important, degrees and certificates are important, but keeping our children clean and free of the drugs, violence is concerned, it is even more important. We need to understand, and we need to somehow take it to the people, to all the parents. It is a kind of whistle blowing, and the parents as well as the educational institutes must be very careful at all, because this is something which can destroy the life of the children. Some of the murders are also seen taking place as the result of a rivalry between different gangs. That gang culture must be kept away from this country and from our next generation at all. Thank you.